Students, this poem is about the experience of a railway journey. The poet explains the train's speed and the natural scenes which he looks from the railway carriage. The poet compares the speed of the train with the way the ferries fly and the movement of the witches. Before moving on to the explanation, let us know about the poet. Robert Louis Stevenson. He was a Scottish novelist and poet, a popular figure during his lifetime. The theme of his poetries were often about children, friendship, and how children entertained themselves in those days. Some of his best known works are A Treasure Island, A Child's Garden of Verses, Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. The World from a Carriage. Faster than fairies, faster than witches, bridges and houses, hedges and ditches, and charging along like troops in a battle, all through the meadows, the horses and cattle. In the first stanza, the poet says that train runs more quickly than the fairies can fly or the witches can move. When the train goes forward, it seems as the soldiers are attacking their enemy in the battlefield. The train runs on, leaving bridges, houses, fences, and ditches behind. It also leaves behind the green fields where the horses and cattle are grazing. All of the sides of the hill and the plain fly as thick as driving rain, and ever again in the wink of an eye, painted station whistle by. In the second stanza, the poet says that all the scenes and the plain were being crossed by the train, just like one raindrop follows another. When it is raining, the train was moving very fast and crossing stations with a whistle. The stations look like painted picture to the poet from the moving train. Here is a child who clambers and scrambles, all by himself and gathering brambles. Here is a tramp who stands and gazes, and there is the green for stringing the daisies. In the third stanza, the poet sees a child climbing a steep ground by himself with difficulty. The child was also gathering blackberries during climbing. He also sees a homeless person who was looking at the train with surprise. He sees some ladies too who were making garlands of daisy flowers. Here is a cart runway in the road, lumping along with man and load. And here is a mill, and there is a river, each a glimpse and gone forever. In the last stanza, the poet sees a cart moving with heavy load on the road, and the cart driver was sitting on the top of that load. He also sees a watermill and river while traveling in the train. All of it happens so quickly that the poet could just get a glimpse of things which he never saw again. Thank you. The world from a railway carriage. Faster than fairies, faster than witches, bridges and houses, hedges and ditches, charging along like troops in a battle, all through the meadows, the horses and cattle, all of the sides of the hill and the plain fly as thick as driving rain. And ever again in the wink of an eye, painted stations whistle by. Here is a child who clambers and scrambles, all by himself and gathering brambles. Here is a tramp who stands and gazes, and here is the green for stringing the daisies. Here is a cart run away in the road, lumping along with man and load. And here is a mill and there is a river, each a glimpse and gone forever.